Hi, Kristen. I know you're going to shit yourself when you see this, but this is my week 12 video. Uh, my medical evaluation. It's pretty late in the evening, and my partner got sidetracked, so I'm going to try to give this to you the best I can. Hopefully, I don't screw it up. Anyway, here we go with our patient assessment medical. Uh, BSI, seen safe. We're going to respond today to a diabetic emergency. There's only one patient. We have a crew of 3, and I'm going to call for an extra crew just because I'm not sure how this will go. There's no stabilization of C-spine because they're in a bed. The general impression of the patient is lethargic, shallow breathing, known history of diabetes, known history of low blood sugar. The patient is unconscious. She's breathing, but she's unconscious. So we're going to go with the chief complaint being diabetic. She is breathing. She does have circulation. She does have a pulse. Identify the patient's priority. We're going to, since how there's no fall, there's no need to stabilize the C-spine, we're going to go ahead and load this patient onto a cot, place him in the back of the ambulance. Unknown last oral intake. So we're going to load him up in the back of the ambulance, and we're going to hurry up and get a blood sugar. The lowest one I think I've ever seen is an 11, so we'll say this is a 20. From there, if she's unresponsive and she doesn't have the ability to swallow, it would be possible to put oral glucose in the cheek or under the tongue. In this situation, being a medic, we'd start a line, a large bore IV and an AC, and we would go with some D50. The big thing with the D50 is you want to make sure that you have your IV placed properly. The D50 is awful tough on the cells if it doesn't stay in the vein. Patient has no allergies. Patient takes medications for diabetes. The past pertinent history is just diabetic, poor circulation. A focused physical exam, diabetic, that's really all she has. Leading up to this, lack of food, not enough intake, blood sugars drop too low. Focused physical exam on this is going to be pretty minimal. You're going to check for the airway, the circulation. Since how she didn't have any falls, we're not really sure of her last oral intake. There's not going to be much to get here either, since how there's no witnesses or no family. She was just found by a family member that came to visit. The D50 actually works pretty fast, so we're going to continue to take to check the blood sugars, and we're going to transport. We're going to call ahead for medical directives or medical control to see if there's anything else that we should be doing. We're going to continue to get a baseline set of vitals while we're en route. We're going to repeat the blood sugars, and we're going to continue to assess the patient en route to the hospital. I know this is pretty short and sweet. It's probably not the best one you've seen in a long time, but I thought I'd at least owed it to you to get something done this evening, so I hope you understand and have a nice week. Thanks.